at the Eco Hotel, the TEF interactive session. What are your key takeaways from that interaction and even the new drive to impact Africa private sector to open access to development for the economy?
What I would say was that the Macron visit was an eye-opener for a lot of people who feel that only politics can influence development. As you can see from Macron's visit and his visit to the shrine, he's playing basketball, that's shooting hoops yesterday before coming for the business side, and of course going to the villa in Abuja. For those who don't know, Macron is going to be 40 this year. Macron went to this École Nationale d'Administration, named after Leopold Sédar Senghor, first president of Senegal, a school that prepares you for leadership. And he was an intern at the French embassy 15 years ago, at the age of 25. And of course, for him to have been an intern here means he must have mingled and, generally just had a bit of, surrounded himself with people who are attuned to culture. So from the French side, they penetrate the world through language, culture, sports, and music, or entertainment. And of course, that dovetails into economics. Like I always tell people that you can choose to operate from any prism you want. And that prism must be determined by you. So for Franco-Nigeria relations, there are a lot of companies in Nigeria that have been here for yonks. The Totals of this world, the Fusion, the SCOA, the CFAO. And my company, Olam, which is a Singaporean company, but started in Nigeria about close to 30 years ago. On the animal feed and protein side, we signed a bilateral, an MOU, with a French company called Siva for capacity building on the vaccine side for poultry, to make one of our centers in Kaduna a reference lab for poultry and animal feed. And for me, that's very important and very instructive, that we can have bilaterals on the sidelines of a visit that is not what you might really call a state visit per se. Because it's, as you can see, he was here on a whistle-stop tour. So he was here for about 1.5 days. But in that 1.5 days, his schedule was packed. And you could see the vivacity. You could see him being very laissez-faire, like the French say. So and for those who don't know, at the Alliance Francais, which has been here for as long as I can remember, and of which I was one of those privileged to have taught French there in the early 90s, 1991, 92 to be precise. It brought a feeling of nostalgia that almost, how many years down the line? Yeah, exactly, close to 30 years down the line, the President of France, who you can call, he's 3 years above being a millennial. I think millennials stop at 37 and he's going to be 40. And that just shows you that leadership is not offered a la carte, which is what he spoke to yesterday, talking about the fact that you must take the risk, seize the initiative, and do that. And that's where we are. And I want to say that I'm quite thrilled at the visit, and I think the visit offers a new vista. And hopefully we'll open a new vista into Franco-Nigeria relations. And I'm one of those who will say, vive la coopération franco-nigérienne. Long live Franco-Nigeria relations.